We know what time of year it is. It's rum review time. Weirdly, this year I have a professional camera set up and a microphone, and I have two massive spots on my face. So, worst time to have a great quality camera, right? Oh, it's Christmas Eve. We're gonna drink some rum. We're gonna start this year with a white rum. Always start with the white rums. Wray and Nephew Overproof. Let's see if the camera will not. There we go. Wray and Nephew Overproof. Wray and Nephew actually make some great rum. It's Jamaican rum. This is the Overproof. It's 63%. Navy strength. Navy strength is what, 57%. This is the Overproof. Overproof is probably anything above 60%. It's do you know what? It's actually got onto a lot of podcasts really, because people call it, I don't know, jungle juice or whatever. It's powerful, it's strong. I actually love this because it's a great cocktail. It's a great cocktail rum actually, because you can use not very much of it. Also, the other interesting thing about this is it has a sort of like a sort of pouring thing to it, so you don't pour too much. It dribbles. It dribbles. It's a dribbler. We like a dribbler. I've also got an actual drinking glass this time, like a professional tasting one. This is from Blair Athol for the tasting. It's lovely. I mean, fuck me. I mean, this is it's such an amazing rum. I mean, it's Jamaican, so it's funky. It's full of fruit. It's full of ripe banana. It's full of it's just Jamaican, right? And I mean, I always love the Smith and Cross. Smith and Cross to me is the epitome of Jamaican rums, and this is a Jamaican rum, but it actually has a sort of citrus element, I might say, to it. Actually, yeah. I mean, it's ripe banana. It's ripe orange, like a gone off orange, like a satsuma. Maybe really good for this time of year. I've poured way too much for a 67% rum or 63% rum here. This is probably going to burn me. Great in a zombie. I mean, you know, it's a fantastic rum. Do not drink this straight like I've just done, because, oh dear God, that's burning my chest. That's absolutely going to go down to my stomach. It's a fantastic rum. I mean, Wray and Nephew, they also do like they call it a foolproof. It's like 43%. It's a fantastic white rum. It's an amazing cocktail rum. It's absolutely fantastic. But this is their sort of trophy rum, you might say. If you go onto the Wray and Nephew, this is all they talk about actually. It's done really well with podcasts and everything. People talking about, you know, oh, you drink the Wray and Nephew, to the point where people, you say I'm gonna have the Wray and Nephew, people think you're only talking about the Overproof. I mean, it's fantastic. It has so much flavour to it. It smells a bit like petrol. It smells like sort of regret. Some people might say white girl trash. I might say just any person trash, because it's so unbelievably powerful. But it is a fantastic rum, and when you talk about cocktails, it adds a flavor. It's a flavor dynamic and a flavor profile that a lot of white rums just don't give you. You can use a little bit, 25 mils, for example, just add to a cocktail. I mean, you could put a small bit into a Cuba Libre, for example, and you'll get the funkiness. And if you're after a cocktail that gives you flavor rather than getting messy and getting wrecked, a small amount of this, because it's so strong, will give you flavor, but you know, you dilute it with the Coke or the tonic or whatever you're doing, and it gives you that funky flavor. And I fucking love it. This, if you like rum and you like making cocktails, have one of these. Have one of these. Small. It's small and it will last you for a long time. We'll go on. We'll go on to a different one, a brown one. This is a plantation. They. I mean, this is of course, a way of styling, because this is, this is straight up bottle, right? This got a little bit of style in plantation. They love stuff like this. Plantation, I've reviewed many times. I did I think it was called the Stiggy Rum. They did a pineapple one, plantation. It comes out. It's a blended rum that comes out of many places in the Caribbean, but the it's owned by like a brandy house in France. This is actually one I bought on a boat, and it's a sea specific one. It's called Cylinder, and you can only buy it on boats. There's you see these sort of expressions. You see this with whiskey a lot as well. Certain specific expressions for certain specific places, and if you want to buy it, then you have to buy it at an auction. I'll give you a really good example. I had a whiskey that was only made for submariners. I can't remember the distiller now. It was a Scotch whiskey, and they only sold it to submariners. So the only place to buy it was if you're a submariner on a base, or to buy it at auction. This you can only buy on a boat. The interesting thing about this, because all of that, I mean, especially with alcohol, right? All of that is all about, I don't know, buying it and giving it at a very price or whatever. This one actually surprised me a little bit, because it wasn't that much money. I can't remember how much it was. It was probably around 50 euros, I guess. But this one has a saltiness to it. Not often a flavour I come across with rum, but there's a saltiness to it. I can smell that salt. And I think that's what they're going for. They're going for this sort of sea thing with the rope, and it's sort of like sea rope and whatever, and it's called Sealander, and you can only buy it on boats. I bought it on a boat from I bought it in a boat in a Baltic Sea, for example, and it has a saltiness to it. It's actually a great rum. It's probably more in the sipping territory. I've actually only drank it straight. It's probably more in the sipping territory rather than a cocktail thing. But I actually think it would be great in a cocktail, actually. I don't know why I've not done it, but salt. There's a lot of salt. And obviously rum. Sweet and salt. I mean, sweet and salt works really well. Chocolate and salted caramel, for example. Caramel notes, I mean, for sure. Absolutely. It's not actually too harsh. It's very smooth. It's actually, I mean, it's plantation, so it's a very, very good rum. Where can you buy this? On a boat, in a duty free. It's going to be difficult to get hold of. Would I like take a boat trip to try and get this rum? Probably not. But it's good. I mean, it's good. I mean, I like the design. They've got they did the cork a bit different, and they all effort, and there's some great artwork. Actually, the artwork on this bottle is pretty fantastic. I mean, this is bulk standard. Their whole thing is to there's the focus. Their whole thing is just quite simplicity, and I really love that. Smith and Cross, love a simplicity. Always go back to Smith and Cross. This has some artwork to it, and I really like that. And it's got a saltiness to it, and I really like that. You don't have to get that with a rum, actually. We'll end with a sipper. Like I say, this great sipper. I just had a sip of this. Fantastic. But put it in a daiquiri to add some saltiness to it. Absolutely fantastic. Do a little riff on a margarita, but with a rum or rum old fashioned to add a little bit of saltiness to it. I think fantastic. We'll end on a box. Rums have started doing this now to add a little bit of je ne sais quoi to it. This is straight Jamaican. My favourite rums, straight Jamaican. Papelin, I've never heard this before. It was on a shelf. I bought it. It's about £53 in the UK. On the more expensive side of the normal price rum. It's 5 years old, one pot still. This, I had no idea about this. I just knew it was Jamaican. And I fucking love Jamaican. Bottle of it. Again, I mean, we'll go back to the sort of simplicity of the bottle. Actually, a lot of fancy Jamaican bottles, they go for this very dark, very... There's a lot of rum distillers that go for this sort of simple one. I've been drinking this year. This year, I think I bought it earlier in the year. It is a fantastic one, and a little bit like the Wray and Nephew. Everything like I like about Jamaican, which is extreme funk. This one actually says it's backwards, but it says Jamaican High Ester. You could go to town on what esters mean. I'm not gonna do that, but I mean funk. I mean absolute funk. But the difference between this and the Wray and Nephew is this is a normal strength. I'm desperately trying to find the strength for this one. This one is 47%, which in rum is a great strength. It's not a Navy strength. It's obviously a bit lower. That actually makes it a bit more drinkable, to be fair. Because obviously when you start getting to Navy strength, you sort of need to dilute it with something. But this one's a 47%. Oh, I mean, fuck me. The banana fruit ripeness. You can taste you can always smell the jerk chicken cooking on an open grill, the sand between your feet. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It's not even that dark. It's actually pretty light. I think actually the camera's lying a little bit. I don't actually think it's as dark as the camera's picking up. I think it's actually a little bit lighter than that, actually, to be fair. It's quite a light one. I mean, this is definitely one of this is definitely one of my favorite rums. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, and it's not even really that expensive. I mean, for some people, we're spending £53. I think I saw it on the Whiskey Exchange. For that, spending a lot of money on a drink. But I mean, this has lasted me all year basically, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, just from that smell, you get so much sugar, like burnt sugar, brown sugar, bananas, sort of that rotting fruit, but in a really nice way. It's not petroleum. It's not petrol. It's not paint stripper. It's not. Well, some might say paint stripper. Some might say that. I wouldn't, but some might say. But this, I mean. The funny thing is about these is that I actually feel like I can taste sugar. You know, like if someone put like Muscovado sugar in a glass and mixed it around and add some alcohol to it, which kind of this is what rum is. That's what I feel like I can taste, and in a way, I sort of really appreciate that. I really appreciate tasting how simple the drink is, and what it gives us, which is the offshoots of the sugar industry. That's where the rum come from, offshoots of a sugar industry. And Jamaican rum, like a lot of those Caribbean islands, just complete offshoots of the sugar industry. And I think it's a really fantastic thing. That's it for this year. Next year, I don't know what we'll have. I might go back to the Smith and Cross because I talk about it so much. I might have to just re-review it. Have a good Christmas.